Oh, this is such an honor to teach this topic to this level that we will be going to. So we are diving in and we're just going to stay in and keep swimming in those waters because we have our oxygen tanks on and those are our guides. And we have our snorkels for when we're at the surface, but we don't want to like look around. We want to stay looking at the beautiful world down there. And that's our higher self. And we just have every level of support that we could possibly need. How do I know that? Just because it's true, because I live it, because I feel it, because I've learned it. And I'm going to teach you how to stay in that energy and continue to evoke and invoke that presence and that guidance so you can do the work that you are here to do, that we will call channeling, which by that I simply mean that's connecting to divine energy, connecting to our guidance system, our network of non-physical energetic support, our higher selves, our ancestors and loved ones on the other side, anywhere we want to go. The beauty of this work, guys, is that you can't do this work and not feel so madly in love with everybody. It's just not possible. And so that's why I want to teach it, because the level of care and love that has just exploded within me from serving in this way, I don't have words for it. But it constantly reminds me of the blessing that it is to be alive, embodied, the blessing that it is to be a soul having a human experience, the blessing that it is to have so much love that the desire to connect deeply with others transcends everything else. And also this connection with what I call God, creator, source, love, which is every day my prayer is, use me. Use me. I don't always know the ways that I am in best use, but Spirit does. So bring through what I need to know or understand so I can be in the highest service. We must go to playful. We must go to playful, because my biggest job in teaching you all is mostly to teach you how to not take yourselves so damn seriously. That will pinch off, cut down, shut out, sever your connection to spirit. Everything should start out like that, right? Total change in our frequency, total up-leveling of our vibration. This is the place from which to channel. Yeah. Okay.
You didn't tell us this was going to be an aerobics class too, Stephanie. I mean, I'm good with it. It's just kind of bonus.
Yeah, I know. I figured maybe some wouldn't sign up if they knew that.
But still, I'm like, I could never do what you do. And you're like, well, maybe you could. And so here I am getting the yes or no answers right. So it just, it's interesting.
Guess what I used to say?
You couldn't do it?
Yeah. I used to sit with my best friend, Jen, who Sage was just talking about, and watch her channel and be gobsmacked that this was a thing. And my ego voice used to say, you can't do that. You won't be able to do that. Not like her, not as good as her, not, whatever. And, well, guess who was wrong? Ego. So yeah, I'm gonna pay attention when you guys say, well, I can't do it like that. I mean, you won't do it like me, and I didn't do it like Jen. I do it like me, and you'll do it like you. And that's the whole point here. But it is also very, very natural, because we have the two sides of the brain. We have the intuitive and we have the logic, and The ego is so wrapped into the logic and, requiring proof for everything. And this is not an arena that you can always have proof for. So we're already walking the line of the invisible, and what, is very difficult to, with absolute certainty to say. So that's where trust comes in. But again, the reason I'm here doing what I do so just powerfully is because I committed to the practice of it. Just love on your pendulums now. We're literally going to love on our pendulums because we want them to be infused with our energy. They are a tool of connection to our higher self, to our guides, to whoever you want. You get to program the source that your pendulum operates from. So for now, just hold it between the palms of your hands and cherish it, and maybe gaze at it adoringly. Notice all the facets to it, how the light sparkles on it, the weight of it as you hold it, the natural swing of it. For whom is this new? Raise your hand so I can see if you've done pendulum work before, or if it's okay. Cool. Awesome. So, well, Randy, you all didn't get to hear Randy's story. Go ahead, Randy, and you dangle that pendulum for us, because this is a serious pendulum. Look at this, guys. Yeah, there. Okay. Pendulum envy here.
What if something isn't resonating with somebody? Mm-hmm. How do you look at that?
So what I prefer to do is to consider the person that it's not resonating with as wrong. Just kidding.
I'm like, no, that doesn't feel right.
And just write them off and never try to help them again.
Yes, you tell them, I cannot help you. You are a lost cause. Run on. So
that resonated with me so much.
Oh, I'm so terrible. Much. Just the faces, just seeing your expressions as you were all like, okay, we want to believe her, but this is not landing well. There is so much that has to be in place for something that's coming through to resonate. So much. We're talking about timing. We're talking about the person's internal state. We're talking about where they're at in their spiritual evolution, learning, evolvement. We're talking about what their readiness to hear certain things. We're talking about what are their blocks. For someone to sit across from us or on the other side of the screen and have the willingness to say, please find out this, for me. Please tune into this for me. Please, I am going to trust you for a moment in a way that my whole culture has told me never, ever to trust anyone. Huge. So we should assume that they are, kind of braced for what, and so that will, a lot of times make it very hard to relate to or resonate with the messages that come through. It also makes it really hard to channel, because there have been many times where I can feel the person's resistance and my access is not as clean and clear, because there is junk in between us, and the guides will only allow, my channeling guides will only allow that which will be of use or helpful to the person, no more and no less, and if they're ready, right? Only if they're ready. And sometimes what comes through might not resonate with them then, but then people track back and they say, okay, that made no sense then, but then this week this happened, or the following month, or then I had this conversation, now it's coming together. So that just has to do with the timing and the unfoldment of things as well. Let's talk briefly about confidence, because I think that, well, first of all, we're working on building confidence in this class, right? And you guys are like really taking off. Even when you're sharing, I'm scared by this, or I don't know where to put this, or I'm not sure I'm getting it right. All that stuff, very, very normal, natural stuff. These are signals that you are building your confidence. So what is confidence? Because a lot of people think that it's a place that we are getting to, right? Like, well, I'm not confident yet. Confidence is actually something that you create inside yourself. It does not occur at a certain point in time. It does not have to wait until mastery has been achieved. Thank goodness. Isn't that the best news ever? Because we would never have confidence. It would take us an entire lifetime. And then maybe in our 80s, we'd maybe feel confident about something. So it is okay to, this is what I say, fake it till you make it. It is okay to conjure the energy of confidence until you are there, until you are in that place. This does not mean that you say falsehoods or that you pretend to know something that you don't. Confidence is just an energy that basically affirms your right to be all that you are.